Hey, buddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to the tall Incan game that has somehow morphed into the War Incan game out of pure necessity due to our opponents deciding to, well, cause me a few issues. We did, in fact, lose a pike and shot, and I think the main objective for this episode is to try to finish the conquest of England. So, we want to try to preserve as many of our units as possible. So I'm going to retreat that field cannon. We also need to kill as many of our opponent's units as possible as well. And I think the next city that we're going to target is Newcastle upon Tyne. So I want to stay out of, if you imagine there's kind of a danger zone that starts here. And I want to stay out of this kind of a danger zone. And I want to push down to Newcastle on Tyne. So I reckon you can potentially get this kill. Excellent. So I'm willing to sacrifice an old man-at-arms for a field cannon kill. Let's turn you into a core of pike and shot. I think it's a good idea to have as many of these pike and shots be together in cores as possible. And then we'll blast this guy. This trebuchet has a promotion. I think expert crew is a great pickup here. So this pike and shot should now be able to at least hold the line against these line infantry. She wants to make peace, but I absolutely refuse to take peace in any of its forms. I am a subscriber to infinite violence. Right, there's +1 production from mines. That's excellent. We also have access to coal. We need to defeat this district. And I think part of the endeavor to defeat this district will involve setting up a front line that's capable of holding. I will position a weak trebuchet in Leeds. I'll move this field cannon forward to start doing a little bit of damage. You're going to become a bombard, and then the rest of my trebuchets and bombards will actually get into position to begin the siege of this encampment. We need to kill the encampment before we can actually advance any further, unfortunately. We're going to keep all of our units balled together in a nice big old ball so they all protect each other. Technologically, I could finish steel, but I want to wait until I have oil. Let's go ahead and chop this rainforest and then begin the repairs of these tiles over here. So I am now at war with the Cree, which is really bad because the military emergency did trigger. I'm going to quickly go ahead and build ancient walls in this city and position my units in defensive locations. I'm not a fan of this, being at war with the Cree. It is not good. Considering he's way ahead technologically, and even a few units from him could devastate me. So we're going to have to play very defensively. I may have to research steel, even though I don't want to. I think I will research steel to protect my my stuff. You go ahead and take the crew weapons promotion. That'll heal you. I'm going to move this bombard into range of the district. This one can move and shoot. Boom. The district takes a bit of damage. And now we've begun the siege of this district. Now we also need to deal with the invasion forces from the north. So you fortify there. Let's put you there to shoot him. You swap with him so you can shoot him as well. Kind of sort of start to take him down. You go in there to start doing repairs. I can get a era thing. I'm going to go for 2 arms. I got the consulate in my capital. I'm going to go for the chancery as well. Leeds needs a whole bunch of repairs. Let's take aqueduct. Seems like a decent thing to repair. This trebuchet seems vulnerable to this line infantry, so I'm going to form a core with this trebuchet in the city to keep it safe. It would be nice if units were cheaper with production, because I am producing a lot of them, and it would be nice if siege got +5 combat strength. I don't care who gets the diplomatic victory points, and I would like the World's Fair to pass, just because, add a little bit of chaos. Let's add a little bit of chaos to the game. Who cares, man? Who cares? Add a little chaos. You know what? Chaos me up. All right, units are now half price with production. This really, really helps me. Now, keep in mind, it also helps the AI a lot. We have access to steel as well as artillery, and we need the oil in Newcastle upon Tyne. All right, we have a field cannon here, and we have a field cannon here. We blasted. We're dealing with these Cree invasion forces. I'm going to step over here. This city does not have that many productive tiles, so normally I would harvest this quarry, but I need that production. Let's make sure we're blasting this district as well. Excellent. The encampment is starting to break. We can also use the siege tower to get a really solid hit on it. Repair that mine, although I maybe prefer hill farms. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It'd be nice to get combustion for the supply convoy. I think supply convoys would be real handy. I got the ancient walls in Ollie and Tambo, which is going to provide me with, well, I mean, I guess I already got the defensive strength I needed in here. I'm going to pop in here. I'm going to unlock this. I'm going to drop professional army, and I'm going to plug in chivalry so that I can convert as much of my iron into horses cuirassiers as possible, as quickly as possible. We are pulling in coal, which is nice. We can sell that to the AI for cash. And our cash flow is rough right now because we have so many units. My poor pike and shot got caught by these Kree field cannon cores. We'll condemn the heretic, produce another cuirassier corps in 4 turns, and keep pushing the units forward. All right, we absolutely need to kill this encampment this turn. There it goes. What's the loyalty like in here? -11. Why is it so bad? Because there was no garrison. Shice. Okay, we need to kill this to knock it out. Let's combine these field cannons. It is slightly cheaper to combine units. That is an important thing to remember. Combining units make your army slightly more efficient. All right, took a bit of damage on him. I should be able to retreat him, or at least even just fortify him and level him. I'll improve those horses. Move you there. Absolutely need to take out that field cannon, primarily. You're going to wake up and you're going to take your thrust promotion. You're staying fortified. You're fortifying there as well. Shoot him. Don't like this. Move you up there to protect. Shoot him. Oh, not quite a kill. That's disturbing. Let's form these guys into a core so they have the power we want. I'm starting to get rebellions. It's annoying that I can get line infantry rebellions when I can't afford the Niter to make line infantry. I'm just going to say that feels kind of BS. Okay, we lost the guy who was defending this tile, and we lost this guy. We lost 2 units, but that's okay. We are replenishing faster than we're losing. Let's wipe him off the board, then bring the cuirassier. That was a left click. I did not mean to attack there. Yeah, I think only cuirassiers are going to be able to get to the front line now. I can afford line infantry. It's not what I want to do, though. Let's make sure we kill this unit that's in the back properly. We also need to kill you. Trebuchet can help. We need to kill this guy as well. You have a promotion, but I need to get damage in. I wonder if I could quickly sell some stuff. Any coal buyers? Yep. Don't want to sell iron. I will sell my limited amount of Diplo favor, and I'll sell my open borders as well for as much just bootstrap cash as I can get, and I'll buy some luxuries. I could build a +3 gold per turn harbor, and I think I will. I need the money. +3 gold might not seem like much, but it does make a difference. All right. We're taking some hits on the front line. Our troops are barely holding, though. The problem is we're fighting 2 people. The two sets of line infantry, the 2 sets of field artillery, the 2 sets of everything is just too much. Pop you back into the city to heal. I need to kill this thing. The best way to do that is to bring flanking units in around. Attack with you, attack with you. Not quite a kill, but he shouldn't be able to really retaliate very well. We have broken this district, which gives us an in. I'm going to go ahead and redirect one of my spies to the Kree. Mistahi Sipek is where I'm going to go, and we'll make that work. Right. I'm a little bit worried about popping forward with this Bombard Corps as much as I want to. I'm going to let him sit in place and heal for a turn, and we'll see how the front line develops. And I'll begin the bombardment of this district right here. Let's do a listening post in Birmingham, get that extra combat strength against them. Oh, we're getting cuirassier armies. Now that's scary. Unfortunately, I have to spend so much of my time and energy clearing out units that I'm not making any progress on the actual war front. I mean, I guess I am in theory, right? But it just doesn't feel like very good progress. That is so many field cannons coming from England. There's going to be a hell of a war for a while. Number 1 priority is to kill this field cannon. Anything that can attack me for free has to die. And things that attack me for free, basically anything ranged has to die quickly, and anything behind my lines has to die as well. And don't forget, as we're fighting here, we are piling up experience slowly. And in the process of piling up that experience, our armies are slowly but surely increasing in their power. Okay, we've unlocked combustion, so we can also get supply convoys. I definitely want a supply convoy or 2. So I'll go ahead and get 2 started because they'll provide me really good mobility and resupply on the front line. We're staring down the throat of some AT crews already, which is immensely terrifying because they basically one-shot our cuirassiers, which is the majority of what we're building right now. Let's make sure we're taking out everything we can. I need 4 more Niter to improve another trebuchet to become a bombard corps. Let's research combined arms so we can find uranium. We can sell that to the AI and potentially get ourselves, well, something at least. Just lost 2 units, devastating. Cuirassier corps, but my pike and shot should be able to clean him up. I'm okay with losing the occasional unit if I can counterattack. I'm hoping I can bait with my builders. Kill him. I need to piece someone out. I would like to piece the Kree out. He'll piece me out for 266 gold. You know what? That is like the easiest peace deal ever. And then I can focus on England again. So he massively slowed down my advance, which is very annoying, all things considered. But it's not over. So many field cannons. Yeah, that law passing that allows everyone to build units faster, it almost always benefits the AI way more than it'll benefit you. So it is always dubious as to whether you even want it to pass. Okay, we got the harbor in Wanuku. I'm going to quickly get the lighthouse for the trade route. I don't understand why this cuirassier isn't finishing, because it wants to build a tank. That's really, really annoying. Well, that's stupid. It should let me build a cuirassier because I don't have any oil. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a thing. I don't know why the game is being weird about that. I lost another pike and shot to overwhelming firepower from my enemy. That's okay, because the units that matter are still here. Upgrade to artillery. I can't even make you a... Goddamn. I'll see if I can produce a bombard corps back here. I have no idea how England got field cannon corps. I'm kind of blown away by this. Genuinely a shocking series of events going on here. And somehow this encampment was also repaired, which is similarly mind-blowing to me, in addition to being extremely frustrating. But it's okay. All I have to do is get to the observation balloon. Once I have the observation balloon, I can start to break these cities slowly. I put 3 envoys into Lahore to get the +2 production from armories and consulates. This will help me out in Sousa to build units slightly faster. I'm shocked by England's rise here. It's kind of mind-blowing, actually. They were a backwater a handful of turns ago. Let's take out that encampment again. 500 gold for pillaging a trade route is nice. I'm going to unlock my government, put Limitanii up there, make sure I plug in Republican legacy, and I'm going to plug in liberalism to try to make this city happy so that it's not losing loyalty, because I need to hold on to my cities. I can't really... If the cities start flipping, it's going to make my life so much harder, and it's already really hard to fight in these circumstances. There's Wanuku's lighthouse completed. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself that trader really quick. Otherwise, I'm sitting back and I'm relaxing and I'm just buying myself time to get the observation balloon. Once I have extra range on my artillery, even if my artillery sucks, at least I'll be able to slowly chip away at my enemy again. First, supply convoys hitting the front line, which should help with mobility and replenishing troops. But also leveling up. I'm gathering a lot of experience. Okay, blast. Okay, you were blasted. You have a promotion. Expert crew. Kill there. You're so close to a level that I don't want to risk you for anything. Every risk is too large. On a unit that's on the verge of leveling up, you bet. I'm going to grab an entertainment complex here in Portsmouth to try and improve the loyalty in the area. All right, let's sell off our resources. Whatever we have, just get rid of them, because we just need as much gold as we can per turn. We are now positive gold from selling off a bunch of stuff. I just need enough money to buy an observation balloon when the time comes. If I can do that, I can win this war. All right, I'm going to get to shoot this guy, and that will get me a level on this bombard, which means it's now 3 range, so I can actually start hitting outside of retaliation range. There aren't that many promotions that you can get for your units that actually change how you're going to play the game. +1 range is one of the few. All right, I'm going to pop in here with this guy and see if I can get a pillage off on these trade routes. I'm also going to see if I can kill some of these field cannons that are holding my opponent's front line. Oh my god. I had no idea there were this many. I'm going to siphon funds from the Cree with the goal of leveling up my spy and also getting a handle on some more gold. It's doing double duty for me. That extra gold will help me upgrade my units, build a bigger military, do all the important things. But also the spy leveling up from doing that will mean I'll be able to get a higher information from running the spy mission that searches. So I can now start bombarding their capital. But I think what we want to do is to try to clear out their units. You fall back to heal. Get that kill right there. Excellent. You're a little bit hurt. I could bomb the city. Why don't you bomb you? Why don't you cycle down this way 1 tile, and then you cycle to here. We can get all those kills. You step out in front to protect the front line. 1 more turn and we can get the balloon. A second supply convoy has been completed that we can move to the front line. There is something to be said for going for an encampment in the capital to build up a larger and stronger military. And I think we will do that. As we improve our relationship with Lahore, we'll get 6 production in every city with a fully built encampment, which is pretty dang good. Taking a little bit of counter-attack fire, losing a couple of field cannons and some pike and shot. As long as we're not losing the important units and we are whittling down their ability to defend, then I'm pretty happy with how things are working. I do need to get that balloon basically immediately. And there it is. So I'm going to step this bombard back because he's a 4-range bombard, meaning he can now attack this city with impunity. And now any of my bombards that I place here, including my trebuchets, who also benefit from that, can whittle away at Newcastle upon Tyne. There is an argument to be made that maybe I should have swapped over to killing Spain, considering he's a lot weaker. And I kind of wish I had. It would have been a far easier victory for me. But at least I am now finally getting to where I need to be. Newcastle upon Tyne getting bombarded. And again, you're going to take a promotion. All right, let's see what England does here. Okay, he's pushing hard, or she's pushing hard rather. This field cannon did survive. This field cannon went Super Saiyan on my border. Let's take out you. You go there and take the route promotion. We need to kill this field cannon as well. So let's get the city and some of these units on point. Could you get this kill for me? Excellent. Okay. Let's keep hitting Newcastle. All right, the city is, we've done it. We've done it. It's just a matter of time now. That's all. Took me 40 minutes to slowly whittle down their siege defense. But we did it. This is what persistence looks like, okay? Don't use this technique in dating. It will not end well for you. Persistence, great for taking down cities. Also great for ruining friendships, okay? Listen. Okay, we got a field cannon. We're looking great. All right, pillage this for health on this guy. I'm going to pull you back to heal. Now, let's swap these two, move you forward, so this way I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 bombards hitting the city. You're asking for a promotion. I will take promotions when they come here, because while each promotion I take will slow down how fast I take Newcastle, in theory it should speed up how quickly I take the next city after Newcastle. Encampment completed in the capital. This will also provide us with defense against potential invasions to the north. I would also like to get an aerodrome, and I think one right here is pretty reasonable. I am going to go ahead and finish the barracks, military academy, so on and so forth, although I will probably go for stable instead so I can focus on artillery and cavalry, which is what the stable is focused on. You can see here, plus 25 combat experience for all cavalry and siege class units trained in this city. It's not an epic difference, but it is a difference. Right, let's see how she responds. All right, she went for this cuirassier here. I can pop him back and onto a farm to heal. This is the good news, is now these cuirassiers are starting to survive. We've managed to whittle away the field cannon swarms that England had. Boom. Now the city can't defend itself. It has no walls, which is great because it means I can advance deep into enemy territory and begin pillaging and looking at potential killing of the city. I'll attack you with my pike and shot because they're expendable. Okay, I lost a couple of units, nothing too important or too fancy, but we did lose them. We need to make sure we have a builder in position to claim this oil when the time comes. Let's pillage that trade route, kill that cuirassier, make sure we bring this city down to its knees. All right, city is down on its knees. We conquer it with a cuirassier. Boom, and Newcastle upon Tyne is now mine. And it has positive loyalty, which is amazing. Progress at long last. We have broken their backs. Amazing. Let's research radio so that we can unlock aluminium, which will allow us to start building towards late game war units. I'll recruit a single caravel in Wanuku to explore the ocean, and then we'll start rebuilding Newcastle upon Tyne to see what we can do with it. We're getting oil from somewhere, and it looks like a district was built on oil here, which is great. We now have 6 oil per turn. I don't think I need to explain how huge of a development this is for us. I think Birmingham is an important city for us to kill next. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to park you here. Yes. Okay, so we're going to set up an artillery battery on this hill. You become artillery first. Move you there, and move you there, and then move you there. Make sure we get rid of that field cannon before we start trying to bombard the city. Right, I need to move you to there, and you to there, and then you can kill that. I'll pull you back to heal. You're healing, and then you can go ahead and garrison Newcastle upon Tyne. And you can continue to do some pillaging. Minus 2.9 loyalty in there. Totally manageable amount of loyalty loss. We got another observation balloon that we can move towards the front line. Let's get another spy and another couple trade routes out of here. And this is where I can start to lean out of military production. Not completely, not entirely, but I can begin to lean out because I'm not losing as many units thanks to the extra long range. +4 era score for winning an emergency. We do have a golden age secured. Gold is the sign of nobility. To sell off our coal, sell off our iron, even potentially sell off our oil, just to get as much cash inflow as possible. Now, this artillery smashes Birmingham, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see the walls of these cities crumbling. Anything less than that is a failure. Let's go ahead and get the arena in the entertainment complex. Again, +2 amenities. Plus this amenity will extend to the area to help out our empire. Pillage that trade route. You might not get out of there alive, but it's fine. +2 era score. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Renew that mission. Fall back. Fall back. Boom. There's Birmingham blasted. I could turn you into an artillery. Would rather turn this highly leveled one into artillery. Boom. And you're going to take your level. Birmingham is falling. Oh my goodness, guys, it's actually happening. Okay, Caravel was not particularly useful, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete it because it does cost me 4 gold per turn to maintain. Seems like a lot. Let's build an encampment up in Wanuku and develop it up so we can start to build military more efficiently. We need to kind of make our... We're chronically underinvesting in our infrastructure. So I'm kind of trying to turn that around now. I'm also going to go ahead and build the stock exchange here because I need that cash. The modern era ends in 10 turns, but our artillery should end the city of Birmingham much sooner than that, especially considering every time you bombard a city, you make it weaker to further bombardment. So it actually accelerates how quickly you can make it fall. All right, amazing. We got the armory in Cusco, and I think the next move here is to go for the military academy because we want that extra experience for all the units that I trained here. We want that 4 production, and we also want the extra 3 production that comes from Lahore once we put another envoy in there. You can see +3 production with every military academy. 3 production might not seem like much, but it is in fact a decent amount. Nice, we finished steam power and we got mobilization, so we can now make artillery armies, which is actually something I'm going to get to work on. So what I'll do is, and this is a fun little maneuver that I like to call the bomb and switch. I'll have to do it next turn, but if I upgrade you to artillery, next turn I can shoot with this guy and then still combine these 2 guys together into a single unit, kind of allowing me to be slightly more efficient with my moves. Excellent. All right, so the city is now broken. I need a cuirass here, or literally anything that can attack a city. Boom, Birmingham is mine. We're going to keep it. Loyalty is -11. Why is loyalty so bad? It's mostly down to pressure. Let's grab Magnus and assign him to there. Newcastle upon Tyne wants a governor, so I'm going to take Reina because she's not particularly useful. And now this is starting to look a lot more comfortable. I can't believe I was provoked into a rage war. God, I hate the AI sometimes. They provoked me, man. Okay, next up we're going to grab colonialism, natural history, and then mass media. Then we want to grab ideology. The reason we want to grab ideology is because it gives us access to an extra spy, as well as a production boost for all heavy cavalry units and light cavalry units. Then we're going to move to fascism for +5 military combat strength and a reduction in war weariness and a 50% production boost towards units. And this is why we want to build up our encampments, because we get that 50% production is multiplied by the extra production you get from the city-states. We'll also get third alternative, which will give us +2 culture and +4 gold for every military academy, coal power plant, research lab, oil power plant, and basically any of the power plants. So it's quite handy to build up those in encampments. I'm going to go ahead and take arms race with Victor. This is going to be a game where we build a variety of nuclear weapons. Purely just because of the number of civs in the game, we're going to have to nuke our way to victory. So if you've ever wanted a game with a lot of nuclear weapons in it, congratulations. Your wish is my command at long last. Long have you waited, and here we are. +3 era score for an industrial zone. That's excellent. Let's get the workshop, the coal power plant, and the factory. The reason we want this is for the +3 production. And then that also allows us to build the factory, which gives +3 production to every city within range of the industrial zone. And then the power plant will give an extra 3 production on top of that when it powers up the factory. All right, I'm going to pop into London, pillage a little bit of health. And now I want to position my military to take out this old sausage. Take a promotion on this bombard. Move the artillery to the right. Shoot that. Put this pike and shot in Birmingham to keep it safe. Put this one in Leeds to keep it safe. They just really sit there to occupy and prevent rebellion. And then I can use this artillery to combine into an army. Let's pillage these trade routes that are running through my lands, my newly conquered lands. One thing I should probably do is get conservation. I'll think about it. Let's see, I would love to plunder that trade route, but I'll do it like this so that this guy can in a slightly safer position. You could become a tank, but I want all of my oil to be going towards artillery for now. Blast and blast and blast and blast. You could become an artillery, and I think I will. It's important to get that progression going now. Put another envoy into Lahore to get up to the maximum here. So we get that +3 production, which is really nice. It's going to help us out in certain cities. Helps us out when we're producing units everywhere that we have built an encampment. How badly do I want this coal? I guess it is important to get your strategics online. And it does make my tiles worse in this area in a generalized view, but I think it's worth it. All right, this guy is going to become artillery. You shoot there, you shoot there. This is now dead. This says major defeat. Okay, I'll shoot it one more time. And then you should just clean that up. Perfect. And now we can get to work on London itself next turn. Let's pop in this cavalry and get a little pillage. I'm going to pull these guys back to a safe area to heal. Would love to build a relationship with Ayutthaya. That's probably going to involve a long-term play. Okay, I got a new spy over here. This spy I'm going to send to, I guess, Sheffield for now so I can build a spy network in England. I don't think you need this food trade route anymore. I'm going to move it to Leeds to help out Leeds. I'm just going to move my trade routes along my conquest routes for the purpose of increasing the growth of the cities that I conquer. Okay, so we're going to build an artillery battery stationed around this Mercury tile. So there's going to be artillery here, 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 and here. I can get 4 artillery to shoot the city without being retaliated upon. I need my 4 range arty on the theatre square and my lower range arty surrounding. And then the 5th artillery can come on down here. 1 and, well, you have a promotion, so I should make sure that I take those promotions. Oh, I messed up. It didn't reduce how many attacks I got off. I messed up. I thought this field cannon was an artillery. It was not. My military power has now officially eclipsed what England is capable of. I'm basically better than them in every possible metric. Okay, let's continue the bombardment of London. London no longer has walls, so we can sweep in here and get pillages on the gold tiles, which will help fuel our economy, our wartime economy. We have the military academy in the capital. I do still want to build the preserve just because it's a meme. It's a fun thing to do in the capital city, but I will build the aerodrome first. Let's get the factory in Ollantaytambo. Sousa doesn't need this trade route anymore, so I'm going to move it to Newcastle upon Tyne to help that city move along. Build a coal mine over here. There's nothing really to improve. I am curious to see if I'll find aluminum now that I own a larger chunk of the map. Okay, we completed the arena in Portsmouth. Let's get ourselves a commercial hub to increase our cash flow. My economy needs money. My army eats up a lot of money. So we're going to blast London, capture it with the horse. Boom. We got their capital city. We need to set up for Sheffield's assault next. And this is the bombardment tile. So I'll place you there. You need to move 1 tile to the left. You'll go there. And you'll have to go there because I can't put you anywhere else. And we'll take out that encampment first. Let's trade with Cusco to get that 4 food for production. That'll help this Newcastle upon Tyne city to get back to where it should be in terms of its productivity. I am quite happy about capturing the Colosseum that was long since stolen from me. Many vengeance, such vengeance, much vengeance has been wrought upon thee, England. So we did just get natural history, which is fantastic. That'll give me access to the zoo, which means in Portsmouth, I can come in here and start building that zoo for amenities, which will help keep my empire slightly happier. It's not exactly the least happy empire right now, but it's also not the happiest. Take out this encampment, bring forward the long-range bombarder, break that, get a cuirassier into position for next turn, I guess, to take this. Would be nice to turn these into tanks, and I think I will. We got our encampment. Let's get the stable. Stable in here as well. We also got a trader in Sousa. Birmingham needs a trade route. Let's get another couple traders because the encampment production actually works towards traders, if I recall correctly. Chop here. That'll finish the stable in here. Get that armory going. Gain sources in the Cree city so that we can steal money from them. And in theory, level up our spies. Looks like flooding has just started. Yeah, 0.5 meter flooding just landed, which is really fun. And it looks like Tamar has actually launched 2 of the spaceport projects, and as has Poundmaker. So we're really up against it here in terms of, you know, will we win, won't we win, what'll happen? It's kind of all up in the air at the moment. I do know that I can take out Sheffield pretty quick. Let's get started on advanced flight and pray that we found some aluminum. There is 1 inside the Cree territory. Jesus, that's grim. Also a big problem. Someone just became dominant of me culturally. Menelik is winning in 61 turns. Not good, guys. Really not good. I need to declare war on him to slow him down, and I need to kill some more people. Right, I'll buy a few luxuries to see if I can bring the happiness of my empire up. I'll sell some stuff off, namely oil and coal, which should get me gold per turn. Any horse or iron purchasers? Not really, but we are now making 169 gold per turn, which is a really nice positive amount. Okay, Golden Age is pretty huge for me, especially because I can take the 2 arms, which gives me the Golden Age Casus Belli and the 15% production towards units. So this is going to be an age where I basically switch hardcore into unit production. I could afford to get a single biplane with my current oil income, and I think I will because they're really useful for kill. They're basically like anti-unit artillery. I'll move this trader down into Birmingham, and that's all of our traders that we can muster. Field cannon armies getting crapped out right now. They're the best thing that I can muster that can do damage to cities. There's 3 fighter planes inside the Crees airports. Whew, that ain't good. Let's take this encampment out. Done. 1, 2, 3. And we can now scuttle forward with you and then blast the city of Sheffield. Sheffield is falling and Manchester is over here. It's probably going to flip independent. So I don't need to worry about that. I can turn to focus on Spain now. What I need more than anything is resource conservation to get an extra 2 oil per turn. That's an extra 2 artilleries that I can maintain in my army. So we're going to push in that direction. Yeah, I'll get conservation first. I think it's important. Taking some hits on our tanks, but they seem to be doing just fine. We have our spy in here. Let's make a listening post for diplomatic visibility. You have a promotion. I don't think we need a promotion on you. I think I'd rather just blast Sheffield now. Boom and boom. Now you, on the other hand, you can actually effectively blow up a boat here. And then this tank has a level. You take on that city. Boom. Sheffield is ours. Keep it. Promote you. Manchester is flipping. And I would consider this England conquered. The 2 cities that remain are likely to flip independent. So we could piece them out next turn and start moving our armies to the north. We do have railroads researched. So once we have the armory, we can start looking to get a couple of military engineers and build railroads to connect up our cities so that reinforcements can make it where they need to go. Right. With England defeated, I'm going to call that the end of this episode. I love you all very much. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.